Well, guys, after 2 long years of waiting, Yellowstone is finally back. There's been a lot of behind the scenes drama involved, a lot of production delays, Kevin Costner leaving the show because of those production delays, um, Taylor Sheridan's ego. I think there was like a lawsuit between him and Rip. I don't really know what happened with that. So I just feel like one of these days we're gonna get like a behind the scenes documentary that tells all about all the crazy shit that went down behind the scenes. Um, but as we don't know all the details yet, just gonna focus on the episodes themselves. So how are the return of Yellowstone? This is season 5, episodes 9 through 12. It's still season 5, even though it's been 2 years. I guess they're doing that Attack on Titan method where they just say it's the final season and drag it out forever. So it's okay, you know. Some things actually happen now, which is kind of cool. Though we do still get long periods of people riding on horses, or people cattling cows for like 5 minutes straight, and then there's like an annoying country song in the background, and then there's like nothing happening. Um, so that's kind of lame. I don't know why that's there. It's just to fill time, I guess, because Taylor Sheridan didn't write enough pages because he's too busy writing 8 other shows. My bad. He's only producing 6 shows right now. Oh, wow. um, so I feel like he's not putting enough effort into this one. But when things do happen, though, interesting, though this crazy cowboy soap opera we've all come to know and love. Um, but yes, there are several scenes that feel really dragged out and not much happens at all. So basically, it opens up. John Dutton committed suicide, and I thought it was going to be this like season-long mystery where it's like who killed John Dutton, and then you find out but then you find out like 5 minutes later it's that annoying chick with the raspy voice. I killed John Dutton. I did it, guys. That lady. And I feel like that would have been like a better opportunity to like drag out who killed him, even if the answer is a little obvious. But oh well. So she killed John Dutton. She did it. I did it, guys. Um, I thought removing Kevin Costner from the show would have like a huge negative impact, but honestly, it doesn't. Because there's so much other characters. Like the show has a very strong ensemble that I guess it doesn't really matter losing one guy. Kevin Costner was a very integral part of the show, but I don't think he carried the entire thing. It's not like when Michael Scott left the office and the entire show like didn't really feel the same. It still feels like the Yellowstone we've all known and loved. So, it's not that big of a deal, I guess. Um, so yeah, Beth thinks that Jamie did it. Jamie indirectly did it. It's like when you make a wish to the genie and then the genie gives you like this very ironic way of answering it. Um, yeah, I'm a genie. So Beth's crazy Beth, who is an insane driver. She's like a worse driver than Caitlyn Jenner. She's like, hey, I know it was you, Jamie. And then she slaps him. And then Casey's like, was it you, Jamie? And then he slaps him. And then annoying raspy lady gets slapped by Jamie and then slaps him. So Jamie has been slapped 3 times in one episode. I thought that was worth mentioning. Jamie's kind of a wuss. He was kind of a wuss in the Hunger Games too, because he ate that like berry. He's just like fine, whatever. And then he was kind of a creepy wuss in American Beauty, so it kind of fits him. He's good at playing a wuss. So the cops think that Jamie killed um, John Dutton. They don't really know or not, but they're like, you're not gonna be part of the investigation because you're like a conflict of interest. But Beth's like, I know you did it, Jamie. I know you did it. Also, the show does this weird thing where like they keep going back and forth in time for really no good reason. So like we're in the present, it's like this political drama heating up, and then when we go in the past, it's just the characters doing nothing. It's Casey and his family being like, don't you love this new house? And then his son's aged like 2 years and 2 weeks, and he's like, yeah, I'm a teenage boy and I hate when mommy and daddy kiss. It's like, dude, aren't you like 18 right now? Get over it. Um, and then there's like the Bookhouse Boys, whatever they're called. Um, they'll travel into Texas to, you know, set up a spin-off show or something. So they'll, going down, and really nothing of importance is happening in either. Like any scene that takes place in the past, really nothing happens at all, um, which is begs the question of why these are even in the scene. And I have a conspiracy theory for that. I think the reason why those scenes were there is because they already shot it back when they thought Kevin Costner was still going to be on the show, and then when they realized, nope, the bridges haven't built. They're like, well, we have all this footage, so I guess we'll just include it anyway, even though it doesn't really have anything to do with any of our plot lines. Very strange. I don't know why they did that, but I guess to save money on filming again. We do get some crazy scenes though. So the dark-haired lady with the raspy voice, she's like just after she slapped Jamie, like one does. She drives away and then she rolls down a window and this couple's like, "Hey, do you know how to get to the nearest gas station?" And then like, and then she's dead. So that's the end of the raspy lady. Um, so she got killed by the people she hired to kill, to hire the kill. Wait, she hired this guy to hire other people to kill John Dutton. However, the people she hired to kill the people she hired other people to kill her to cover their tracks. So now the cops think that Jamie killed annoying raspy voiced lady. Um, it's it's kind of like how Count Dooku sends an assassin to send an assassin to send an assassin, like that endless paper trail. But yeah, maybe she had dirt on the Clintons. I don't know. Stupid Jimmy's back in the show. I hate Jimmy. I don't know if I've made this clear in my season 5 Part 1 videos. The reason I hate him is because he's really dorky, but everybody loves him anyway. Like he's like a he's he's like a dog or something. Like he's very just dorky and unlikable. But all these like all I get his friends liking him, but there's that one scene in like season 4 or whatever where these two like super hot chicks are like, "Jimmy's mine, no bitch, he's mine," and they're fighting over this guy. Really? I mean, I don't know. I just don't like Jimmy. He's a dork, and everybody loves him, and I hate him. So, yeah, he's working at Taylor Sheridan's ranch, and Taylor Sheridan, of course, is the coolest rancher owner ever. He could ride horses better than anybody. Taylor Sheridan is, the most competent character in the show. It's almost as if he wrote the show. So the cops come to Jamie's house, and they're like, "Did you kill raspy voice lady?" And Jamie's like, "No." And he's like, "Come back with a warrant." It kind of makes him look guilty, even though he isn't, because we're kind of following Jamie's POV. So they leave, and then he immediately starts shredding evidence, like the Clintons. Just kidding. And then, so I don't know if this is the future or the past or not. I think it's the past. Like I said, it's very confusing on like what year this is. It's like fucking Twin Peaks or something. The pink haired Texan lady, Tito, I think her name is, with the really ridiculous accent. So she almost got killed by a rattlesnake. She's sleeping with her tent open. There's a rattlesnake on her chest. And oh my god, there's a rattlesnake on me. I can't even do a voice. It's so weird. Um, so I guess this is a lesson to all of us when we're camping in Texas. Don't leave your tent door open. Wants to be a lot of rattlesnakes. However, Rip and that other guy who has like 2 lines an episode are able to chop off all the heads. So yeah, I'm sure that scene would have terrified Indiana Jones if he was alive today. So what else happened? Um, Beth and Rip's not son. Like, they adopted him, but not really. So he kind of just sleeps in a closet or something. So he is being attacked by this crazy feral horse. So he was like, "Oh no, your water tipped over. I was told not to help you, but I guess I'll give you water." And then the horse is like, "Oh no, no!" But Donald Glover stops in to save him. Unfortunately, Donald Glover dies in the process. I don't know the character's name. I just think me and my dad just think he looks a lot like Donald Glover. So Donald Glover steps in. However, he is attacked by the process, and he died from a horse. So rest in peace, Montana Troy. Um, you know, I didn't really know you that well. I didn't. I don't even remember your name, but rest in peace, I guess. Um, it is kind of sad to see the rest of the crew react to it, though. So basically, Casey finds that's so confusing. Casey finds the guy that raspy voice lady hired to hire the guy to kill John Dutton. And he like hops in his car when his like 10-year-old daughter's in there, and he's like, "I'm gonna shoot your daughter if you don't back off." And the daughter's like, "Yeah," and he's like, "You better cry." And it's like, oh wow, Casey has beef with this little girl. The Is it just me or does that guy, like the assassin hiring guy, does he look like Skinner from the X Files to you? He looks a little bit like Skinner from the X Files to me. I know it's not him. It reminds me of him, like a bit younger, I'd say. But yeah, there's a bunch of other ridiculous scenes, like that scene where those two little kids are looking at the horses and they're like, "See, I told you cowboys are real." What? Why would you think cowboys aren't real? They're not like a mythical fantasy creature. They're not like Santa Claus. Why would you think cowboys are not real? Who do you think holds the? That was so dumb. A bunch of bizarre scenes like that. Another crazy scene was when Casey was at the coroner's office, and he's like, "Well, they could have, they staged the suicide." And she's like, "Well, there's no like marks on him. How could they have grabbed him without the marks?" And he's like, goes to the coroner's assistant, and he's like, "Hey, come here for a sec. I'm not gonna hurt you." And then he fucking like strangles him, and then the guy almost passes out. Like, how does he get away with this? Like, you can't just do that to someone even if you're doing a demonstration. The dude almost passed out. That was insane. He's like, "If I would have done that for 3 more seconds, you'd be dead." Like, holy shit, that's a lawsuit waiting to happen. I feel like the livestock commission committee gets way too much power in this universe. There's no way they have this much power in real life. Um, so that was another goofy scene that I cannot believe happened. Um, but yeah, there's also like this ongoing sense of grief. We've lost like three major characters so far. John Dutton, of course, annoying raspy voiced lady, and Donald Glover. So there's like this sense of loss and the stakes being raised, even if Donald Glover died by a horse. Um, but I don't know. I kind of like when shows take bold risks like that. Like, why not? Why not kill him by a horse? It shows how dangerous being a cowboy is. I swear to God, the number of times they say the word cowboy in this show infuriates me. Like, especially that first episode back, they said cowboy like at least 20 times, and it drove me insane. It's like a drinking game. If I had a shot of vodka for every time somebody said the word cowboy, I'd be like I'd be like done. I would die. I'd have to be in a hospital. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought of Yellowstone season 5 episodes 9 through 12. Yeah, 9 through 12. Um, don't spoil 13 yet because I have not seen it. I was gonna wait till next week then watch 13 and 14 together and then make a video on that. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, keep on cowboying.